Joining us now to discuss Trump's likely next move is his niece, Mary L. Trump. She's the host of the Mary Trump Show podcast, author of Too Much and Never Enough, How My Family Created the World's Most Dangerous Man. Mary, whatever. I've been on TV so long. It's some time of the day. It's afternoon somewhere. Good to see you, Mary. First of all, we're hedging all of this, right? Because Donald Trump says he's announcing his run on Tuesday, but one never knows with Donald Trump. And the other thing is, it may be a remarkable reminder to America of what used to be, right? One of the things that may have won last night, we keep talking about Joe Biden's low approval rating, but Joe Biden represents normalcy. He represents, I'm not going to get on TV and say crazy stuff to you. I'm not going to tweet crazy things. This is just normal. And on Tuesday, we're going to get a big reminder about what not normal looks like.
Yeah, I think we are. And I think it's also safe to say right now that Donald Trump is the most dangerous person to the Republican Party, and they richly deserve it. It will be quite something to see the Republicans try to distance themselves from the man they helped create, and quite honestly, who would still be promoting him if they had won last week. So I don't think we can let the Republicans get away with any of this. We can't allow them to separate themselves from Donald Trump. But you know what? Donald Trump isn't going to let them do it either, whether or not he runs. And I believe that he has to announce that he's going to, and at least pretend to, for many reasons, including all of the criminal and civil cases that he's involved in right now. But whatever the reason, whether he runs, pretends to run, or doesn't run, he will do anything to take down any Republican who dares go against him. And as he made clear a week ago, he's willing to dig up dirt on his opponents, including Ron DeSantis.
So is he being a sort of a caged, a cornered person right now? Because is he hearing this criticism? It's all out there. It's from people who are closer to his base than have been in the past. A lot of mainstream, regular conservatives have for some time been saying it's time to get past Donald Trump. But in this particular case, it's people even closer to him, including some in his inner circle, who are saying, maybe don't declare on Tuesday. Maybe wait to see what happens in Georgia. Maybe wait till later. It does seem, and you know his personality better than most, it does seem that all of this is forcing him or making him want it more.
Oh, Al, you're absolutely right. He needs desperately to feel relevant, because even though people in the Republican leadership and others in the party have been wanting to distance themselves from him for a while now, this is the first time we have concrete evidence, or they have concrete evidence electorally, of just how poisonous he is. So I don't think that they're saying, based on results they're blaming him for, that Donald Trump is the biggest loser of the midterm elections is going to make him want to go away quietly.
So what do you think happens here? Donald Trump wants to be relevant in the face of an election that has done something for him that he never wants, that has proved that he is potentially less relevant than he thinks he is. So how do you square those things? Because you do maintain that he remains the most dangerous person in the Republican Party, and by extension, that means he may be the most dangerous person in America, because there's a possibility he could run and win and become the president of the United States again with this irrelevance. How do you square those two? Is he either less relevant, or is he still the most dangerous person around?
Well, I think it's both, because Donald becomes his most dangerous when he fears loss of relevance, when he fears that he is no longer the center of attention, when he fears that he is no longer the one in control. And we don't know just what kinds of information he has on other people in his party. What we do know is that he would be willing to use it. And I believe we talked about this before the 2020 election. Donald will burn everything down if he feels like he's going down. We can't discount that. We ignore him at our peril, as we've been saying for a very long time now. Yep. It's getting quite exhausting. But again, that's why the Republican Party strategy of just deciding to turn in a different direction won't work. One, it won't work because he won't let them do it. And two, it shouldn't work because they are largely responsible for the state of the party and the dangers this party continues to present to this country.
But in fact, after the 2020 election, there are a lot of people, including many who watch this show or this network, who breathed a sigh of relief, who said, I don't have to have the TV on all the time. We've escaped the worst of it. And I've been worried for 2 years that that's not actually true at all. And now there are yet more Americans who feel much more relaxed this Sunday morning than they did on Tuesday morning, who think, wow, we've done it again. We've dodged another bullet. The bullets are still flying. The anti-democratic bullets fired by Donald Trump continue to fly. The danger now is that anybody, including him, who tries it again, knows what went wrong last time and might be more sophisticated about it the next time.
Absolutely, Elliot. And the bullets are still flying, and we can't keep having the most important election of our lifetime every election cycle. We can't keep being in a position where what is at stake is democracy or fascism. And to let our guard down at this point would be missing a serious opportunity, because, yes, it's amazing news that the Democrats held the Senate, might even increase its margin in the Senate. They may indeed hold the House, or at least lose it by a tiny margin. I mean, we can really call this a blue tsunami, honestly, given everything that was going against the Democratic Party. However, we need to keep in front of mind that tens of millions of Americans voted for autocratic, anti-democratic candidates who were election deniers and pro-insurrection. So that's not going to change. The Republican Party's message might change superficially, but what it stands for has not changed and will not change. And that's what we need to be on our guard against.
Mary, thanks for being with us. I think I want to join you later this week on your podcast.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's going to be a great time. I have a whole 45 minutes with you.
I was going to say, I'd love to actually have a longer conversation with you, so I look forward to that. Mary Trump is the niece of Donald Trump and the host of the Mary Trump Show podcast. She's the author of Too Much and Never Enough, How My Family Created the World's Most Dangerous Man. You know, sometimes you write a title for a book and it doesn't seem relevant a year or so after you've written it. In Mary Trump's case, this only becomes more relevant.